Hello. Think you can hear me now. All right, guys, welcome back to Crunch Time, the show you get the best NBA DFS picks each and every day. Today, joined with Chris here, as always, 8-game slate, I believe. Should be a good one. How are you doing today, Chris? How was your Super Bowl yesterday?
Did you say something? Sorry, I was just connecting my headphones.
Okay, yeah, my mic was muted too at the start. I said, how was your Super Bowl DFS yesterday? And how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. I'm just getting the tweet out right now, telling everyone we're going live. But yeah, I'm excited for the slate today. I think we have a pretty big one. I always like these Monday slates. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, hopefully the lighting isn't too strange here. New setup for me. I think I got to figure out the lighting a bit. The window here might give me a bit of trouble. You usually close your curtains, don't you, for the sun?
You probably have to change the angle so your camera's kind of facing away from the window.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Should be fine today though. But yeah, how was your Super Bowl yesterday, Chris?
Pretty good. I got the tweet out so we can look at the some of the results. I'm just gonna let everyone know we're live on Discord now.
Nice.
And yeah,
Welcome guys to the chat. Rondo says, Gary, you got a cold, raspy voice. Could be might be a little echoey in here. Different room for me
yeah,
as well, so maybe a little
you are
echoey.
echoing.
Huh?
Yeah, you're echoing. You probably need some sound, some of those things that you put on the wall.
Yeah, I think so. Is it bad? Is it maybe if I speak quieter, it
No,
doesn't
it's
echo?
not bad. It just kind of sound. No, it's the same.
Same. Yeah,
It's not bad though.
I can hear it too, actually. Um, yeah, not sick, so nothing to worry about there, Rondo. Just an echo in here. But yeah. Let's get into some success tweets. Hopefully, are they up now, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. It's the 2-1 today. Live. We are live on YouTube discussing our favorite plays for the NBA slate. Check out some of the cruncher results from yesterday. Let's see what we got here. NFL here for you. DraftKings, looks like you did get to update your lineup unlike your UFC the other day. What do you want to say about this construction here? Was it pretty chalky or no?
Yeah, I said it in the Discord. Like this, I really like this DraftKings team. The FanDuel team wasn't as obvious, but yeah, this DraftKings team was. I really liked it. So yeah, I was confident about this one. I had Ronald Jones at captain. He was really close to getting a touchdown. I had a bunch of him in tournaments, so that would have resulted in a better night, but he didn't get there. But that's okay. Still got there with my cash lineup, and then NFL here on FanDuel. I didn't like the lineup as much. As you can see, I didn't win my tournaments, but yeah, still picked up a bit of profit there as well.
Yep. Got some questions here. Turner saying, Gary, where's the green sheet? Yeah, I'll probably unleash that later at some point. I just didn't know how to use it as well. I also moved the room here where the computer is, so two things there. But I mean, it was just a green sheet with nothing on it. I thought I could use it, but it's a little harder on Linux to set that up. Mike says NHL projections just disappeared. It was there, now not. Do you know what time the slate locks, Chris? Is it 4?
Yeah, it looks at 4, but I see everything there. Maybe you can try refreshing your page.
Yep. Next up, another NBA from yesterday. We had a lot of guys do really well yesterday. It was really good to see. But yeah, same lineup I had myself here, Chris, in cash. It wasn't super chalky that I saw. It wasn't a huge train, but it was definitely, I think it was a really solid lineup here for me. It was the obvious one. I liked it the most. What do you think about it?
Yeah, so we went over it on the show yesterday. I think the main decision was Frank Kaminsky versus Marcus Morris. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't know how Marcus Morris did. I didn't really pay too much attention to the NBA slate yesterday just because it was so early. But yeah, still got these results here. Obviously, I didn't get as many entry fees, but I hit all my tournaments, so got some decent profit there as well. But yeah, like you said, I really like the team as well, leading up to lock.
Yeah. Do you know what planet this is, Chris? Is this a planet or just an emoji planet?
I believe that's Saturn.
Nice. Good job. I think so too. Your boy Brandon here, you can see at the top, 164, 513. He's a monster there. A little bit of a different lineup than you, Chris. What do you think of his here?
Yeah, so he faded Kawhi. Kawhi was like the chalk. He blew it. He only got like 25, I think, maybe 30. But Brandon here faded Kawhi. Got him Hayward. Got him Sabonis power forward. Sabonis didn't do too well, but like the Kawhi fade was pretty big here. So yeah, he ended up putting 303 up. I think my lineup had 295, something like that. So yeah, he went about 4.5x with his entries.
Yeah, it's crazy. Good to see that. He also had a nice bet on the coin toss, I believe. I don't know if I have it here. Where is it? Coin toss outcome here. What do you make of this one, Chris? What was your lean on the coin toss?
I have no idea. So I think FanDuel Sportsbook and DraftKings Sportsbook opened up in his state. So yeah, now he's just betting on all sorts of things.
Yeah. unleashed the sportsbook. Next up, Trigga here. Is this the same lineup here, Chris?
Yeah, this was the optimal, but he also had some other ones, as you can see at the top.
Oh yeah,
Um, yeah, Trigger's he's solid all around. Always makes the right pivots. It seems like always just very knowledgeable. So yeah, shout out to Trigger for sure.
yeah. Good to see that too. Agree. Um, should we go over some Discord ones or just get right into the slate?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's too much. We could probably just get into the slate, I think.
Okay. Well, there's always a lot there, Chris. But yeah, let's get into the slate. Yeah, 8 games today, as you can see. What's the major news here today? I think Cousins cover boy today. No Christian Wood still probably out for. Do we know how long he's out for? Is it like 4 weeks or longer?
He's still week to week, so we don't exactly know, but yeah, he's out for a while.
Yeah.
They didn't price Cousins up for some unknown reason, so he's a free square here. 6K on FanDuel, 7-1 on DraftKings. So really like those price tags. They stand out for me. Obviously, Wall is missing as well. Eric Gordon as well. So yeah, Cousins he's a free square. Seems like he's a free square every other day. So here's another one where he's a free square. We got the Chicago news with Lauri Markkanen. He's out for a few weeks, so we have their value. I mean, we have value there. Oladipo, some interest in him. Westbrook's out, so we have some interest in Beal. Luka, always like spending up for Luka, so he's one of my favorite spend ups today against the Timberwolves. We always like to attack them whenever we can, and then we have LaMelo as well. In a pretty good spot again here today without Devontae Graham, so he should see around 38 minutes again. Yesterday he only saw 30, but that was because of the blowout. But he crushed point per minute wise as he usually does. So love him in the spot again today.
Yep. Yeah, Cousins not priced up. What did he do? He got like 34 fantasy points, still hit value. Maybe you think that's why, or like it's
Yeah,
still way too cheap.
I have no idea. I mean, that game they were pretty healthy. This game they're obviously missing Wall and Gordon as well, so it's an even better spot for Cousins today.
Yep. Okay, before we get into the first game, got some comments here. Rajon Rondo says 4 nets over Rojo.
Yeah, Fournette for sure. Yeah,
Fournette.
he crushed it yesterday.
Yeah. Are we doing the giveaway today, Chris? At 30? Is it 30 likes? I have to say.
Yeah,
that
I think
too.
I got it in there. Yeah, I got it in
so-
there. It's pinned.
Yeah, if we get to 30 likes, guys, today we'll do another giveaway like we've been doing the last, was it like week? Almost 2 weeks now. For the optimizer, for our projections. Pretty much the thing you're seeing us use throughout the show here. It's really solid. Most nights, the projections and optimizer, the top couple optimals, they land on what a lot of the professionals use. So it really makes your homework a lot easier for DFS. Cuts out a lot of time you have to spend researching and looking on Twitter for news and all that sort of stuff. So definitely a time saver. Really sharp projections here. But yeah, if you want to try it out without the giveaway, there's a 3-day free trial automatically applied. So definitely take advantage of that if you want to do that. And yeah, if not, wait for the giveaway 30 likes. So I'll do a few more reminders for that. Yeah, got some comments here as well, Chris. Mike says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Mike?" Other Mike says they're back now. Jean Rondo says going to be ugly today. NHL, NBA, CBB all lock at the same time today. Are you playing those other ones, Chris?
Yeah, but I'm only playing tournaments for NBA today.
Yeah. Dinda says, I need sunglasses. It's so bright in there. Yeah, definitely a bit brighter here. Don't think I need sunglasses. Just I think the lighting behind me is a bit more lighting than like in front of me, so I look a little darker. So I gotta fix that later on. We gotta show Espo's bingo win, Chris.
Yeah, right there. I mean, yeah, so I think they gave everyone who did the bingo a free voucher into the piggy bank shot contest. So I think that's 5 cents. I'm not sure what they gave me because I can't enter that one. Maybe I didn't get anything.
Yeah, I missed the bingo. How did you do it? What do you have to do?
I don't know. I didn't do it either, but you just get a card and then it just has a bunch of outcomes that, like, some outcomes for the game. Then it's just regular bingo.
Yeah. KJ says running Keldon Johnson in tournaments. No way he has another bad game. going to play well eventually. What do you think of that? Feels like when we play him, he busts. If we fade him, he'll probably do well. And then when we have to play him again, he'll bust again.
I mean, you gotta look at it like use the ownership as leverage. Like when he's chalk, and if you don't like him, you don't have to play him. But if you know like people are gonna be off of him, like he's a decent player. He's in a decent spot. Obviously, Aldridge is still out, so I mean, you could use him as leverage in tournaments. I have no problems with that.
Yeah.
It's not like he's a bad player.
Pardon?
I said it's not like he's a bad player.
Yeah. He says Keldon, hard worker. Rondo says had about 90% Cousins on Saturday when Wood was out. Cousins got 37.5. Wasn't enough for takedown. Is 90% on a player too high in tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like if you're going 90% on them, you better hope that they land in the optimal team. Otherwise, you're kind of limiting your ceiling. But at the same time, it's tough when someone's in such a good spot to kind of fade them. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's too much. Like, you just have to make sure they land on the optimal. I think Cousins for 6K on FanDuel is most likely going to be on the optimal. There's some discussion because obviously he's center. You can only pick one center on FanDuel.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I probably wouldn't go 90% on a center on FanDuel.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Robert says, any reason for going GPP only on NBA? Just tuning in.
Yeah, so just because, I mean, Rondo said that he said NHL, NBA, college basketball, all luck at the same time. So I can't manage to play both sites, tournaments on both sites, in 3 different sports that lock at the same time. So I just picked NBA, biggest contest there. So going to play tournaments on both sites there. So yeah. That's just two tournament builds instead of 6 if I played all 3 sports.
Yeah, I got to manage your bankroll properly. Sometimes you got to say no. But yeah. Weaver says LeBron, no AD. What do you make of LeBron? I think you have more interest in Kuzma, right?
I don't know. Like LeBron's 10-8. I'd rather pay up for Luka 11-4. Kuzma's 4-9. I don't know. I honestly don't know how interested I am in this team. Like they're going to be pretty popular, I assume, but it's a pretty large spread, 10 points. Not the greatest game environment, but yeah, definitely have some interest in them for sure with 80 out.
Yep. Okay, let's get into the first game here. We have Houston against Charlotte. Houston side, we have John Wall out, so that's pretty big news there. Eric Gordon out as well. Another fairly high usage guy for them. Always used to have interest in Gordon when Harden was there, and he sat. But yeah, we're left for the starters now. We have Nwaba, Oladipo, Tate, Tucker, and Cousins. Cousins, the free square here. Looks to be about 1.1K cheaper on FanDuel, 7.1 DraftKings, 6K FanDuel. Oladipo there, you also mentioned him, have some interest in him with Wall out. Is it just those 2 guys, mostly Cousins, or just, yeah, what do you think of the Rockets?
So on FanDuel, we kind of have to treat it differently on both sites. So on DraftKings, usually get the cheaper guys. So guys like Nwaba, Sterling Brown, we expect them to start here. So I like them for value, but on FanDuel, we don't need that. So on FanDuel, I'll start with Oladipo and Cousins. I think they're both in really good spots here. Usually kind of like to spend up when we have this situation on FanDuel. And then on DK, we can kind of jam in some of the value just because it usually fits better. So yeah, we have Oladipo for 7.9 on FanDuel. I really like that price tag. I'm probably going to lock him in. I'm not sure yet, but he's in a really good spot here. Obviously, no John Wall, no Eric Gordon, like you said. So it's going to be for the most part, Oladipo and Cousins handling the ball here. So I love Oladipo on FanDuel for 7.9, 8.1 on DraftKings. Sorry, I don't mind that either. He's not really fitting my builds as much just because we have Bradley Beal for 9K on DK compared to 10.8 on FanDuel. So we kind of have to just go with what the sites give us pricing wise. So Oladipo isn't as much of a priority on DraftKings, but definitely on FanDuel. Cousins, like you said, 7.1 on DK, 6K on FanDuel. I don't really care about the price gap there. I'm locking him in on both sites. He's just a free square in the spot. Even on DraftKings, what are we projecting for point per dollar? 6.5x,
6.4.
6.4x. Yeah, so I mean, still great value there. He's probably like the highest point per dollar player on DK with our projections. So yeah, really like him there. And then like I said on DK, we kind of like the cheaper guys here just to jam in guys like Beal, Luca even. So I like David Nwaba. I expect him to start. Sterling Brown as well. 3.5K for Brown, 4-1 for Nwaba. Probably expect them to play like 26 minutes at least in this spot. They'll get some more shots, obviously, with Gordon and Wall being out. I think they're the biggest. They benefit the most from those injuries. So I have interest in those guys on DK specifically, and then on FanDuel, like I said, Oladipo is the priority there with Cousins.
Yeah, lots of stuff to go over there for the Rockets for you. Charlotte side, we have Devontae Graham out for them. Starters, LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, and Cody Zeller. Zeller looks to be priced up a bit more. He used to be pretty good play for us in cash. Wondering if he's still viable there. Ball, I think you mentioned 8K on FanDuel was about the price tag, like a fair price tag for him. Seems to be around there on DraftKings. Similar price FanDuel. Yeah, I'm wondering about Zeller, Chris. What do you think of Zeller today?
So, I mean, we were on him yesterday for the same price, but today we just have Cousins there. So we definitely don't need to play Zeller for 200 less than Cousins. And then on DK, Zeller is 6-1. I'd rather play other guys, so not a priority here on this big slate for me. One guy I'm interested in, like you said, is LaMelo Ball. He's 7-8 on FanDuel. He's 8-3 on DraftKings, so I like the FanDuel price more. Like I think I said it yesterday with the sticker shock, but he should play like 36, 38 minutes here. No Devontae Graham, so that helps him out. Always like he's been crushing point per minute wise. Like his turnovers have been down, playing good defense, just all around playing well. He's in good form, shooting well. So I have a lot of interest in LaMelo today for this price tag. Like I said, on DK, it's probably a little too expensive for me, but on FanDuel, it definitely fits. Gordon Hayward, I'm not too interested in him here. He's like 7-9 on DK, 7-6 on FanDuel. I just think we kind of want to spend up for other guys. So we want to spend down at small forward. Not really a spend up spot for me today. And then Terry Rozier, one more guy I'll mention. Obviously with Devontae Graham out, his minutes are solidified a little more. So I like him in tournaments today. Not really landing on him in cash games. Maybe 6-1 on FanDuel if you land there as a last piece in cash. I'm fine with it. But I think he's a really good tournament option today.
Yep. Got some questions here. Let's see what we got. Nick says, thoughts on Levine for DraftKings?
I'm fine with Levine. He's 8.9K. I'd rather just pay 100 more for Bradley Beal. That's kind of how I'm looking at it right now. But if you're landing there if you're landing on him along with Beal, I have no problems with that. Obviously, it's a really good matchup against the Wizards. But I think as of now, my main interest from the Bulls comes from value guys like Patrick Williams and Denzel Valentine on DK.
Yep. Mike says, won a whole 5-cent GPP on bingo. Love to see that. 5 cents from zero. That's infinite ROI there.
Yeah.
Crazy ROI. But yeah, next game we have Washington against Chicago Bulls. Let's do Washington first. Over there, Russ Westbrook is out for them, so that's pretty big. You always love targeting one of their two, or I guess this is any team. Anytime like one of the two big studs is out, you love targeting the other one. So today that's Beal. But yeah, starters for them, we have Neto, Beal, Denny Avdija, Hachimura, and Alex Len. Surprised Len is starting in the NBA a little bit, but I think he's been doing quite well, you said. But yeah, what do you think of the Wizards today, Chris?
So I actually don't think Len will start here. He started yesterday. He played very badly. They ended up starting Wagner in the second half. So I probably expect Wagner to start here, not Len. So I have no interest in Len. The one guy, like you said, when someone's out, I like to target the other guys. So Bradley Beal's in a great spot here. His price on FanDuel is super high. It's 10.8, so it's not like we're getting any discount there. They kind of priced him for this situation. Obviously, it's a really good spot, but I don't know how popular he's going to be with this price tag. It's a really good matchup. It's the highest total of the slate at 237. The Wizards here are implied for 116. So if you want to go there in tournaments and cash games on FanDuel for 10.8, I don't blame you, but you probably won't be able to get someone like Luka if you do that. I'd rather just spend down for like Levine and Oladipo on FanDuel. I think that's a better combo than trying to jam in a 10.8 Bradley Beal. But on DraftKings, he's a lock for me. He's only 9K there. He's priced as if Westbrook was playing, so that's a free square for me. Really good matchup, like I said. So I love Beal on DraftKings, both formats. Neto is another guy. We don't know if he'll start. They might start Ish Smith, but you said that Neto's projected to start. So, I mean, he's 3K on DK, so minimum price. If you want to go there as sort of a last piece in cash games, I don't mind that. Probably not for me in tournaments. Like he started one game and hit a ceiling, but I don't think that's really in the I don't think that outcome is very likely again. He's probably going to land around like 20 fantasy points. So if you want to go there in cash games, no problems with that, but probably not in tournaments.
Yep. Let's see what we got here. Carlos says, "Where is the like button?"
Where is it?
Is it the thumbs up button?
Yeah.
Is it the same thing? Like thumbs up?
Yeah. I don't know. I think so.
Yeah. Thumbs up, like, same thing there. I think it's underneath somewhere of the video, live video. So somewhere there. But yeah, 30 likes will do the giveaway for the pass for our optimizer here. Shelly says, "Rip, Robin Lopez gone but never forgotten." Yeah.
I mean, I think they might start Lopez again. They might start Wagner. I definitely don't think they'll start Len again like they did yesterday.
Yep. Isho says, "Len killed my lineups yesterday. I drafted Bullock too."
Yeah, I mean, Bullock went crazy. Len did Len things. So yeah, you hate to see it.
Yeah. Rondo says, "Didn't get to see it, but how about that LaMelo and Rui Hachimura beef yesterday?" Oh
I don't
God.
know. I don't know
This
about
is
that
the
one.
type of content we can expect from Rajon Rondo, I think. Did you know anything about that, Chris?
No, I know nothing about that.
Yeah. City Wizzy says, "I feel like the point guard minutes for the Wizards will still split regardless of who starts." I think he's a big Wizards guy.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I said I'm fine with Neto in cash games for 3K on DK, but not in tournaments. Doesn't really have a ceiling.
Yeah. Weaver says, "FYI, boys, NHL Opto cash has been money almost every night." I haven't been playing too much NHL cash contest, just tournaments for me, but you've been playing cash, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's kind of been ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to go on for, but it's like I think there's been like 1-2 losing nights in the past 2 weeks. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, that's the optimizer and projections you guys will get if we do the giveaway at 30. So make sure to do that. Got a question here via Jones Valentine. Marcus M Morris, is that Marcus Markeith? Which one's playing?
Marcus isn't playing.
Yeah, Markeith Morris or Derek White. DraftKings tournament.
For tournaments, I would say White. My favorite guy out of those three is Valentine, but I think he's going to be popular, so I'll say White for tournaments.
Nice. Let's see what else we got here. Shane says, "How is Terry Rozier as a point guard on FanDuel?"
I went over him a little bit. I'm fine with him. I'm fine with him as the last piece. If you want to play that in cash, I'm good with him in tournaments. I like that a lot. But I think my like desired point guards on FanDuel are going to be Luka and LaMelo, or maybe LaMelo and Kobe White, or maybe Luka and Kobe White. I think I'm deciding between a combination of those three guys.
Yeah. VN Jones also says Monte Morris.
Monte Morris, not Markieff Morris.
Yeah, Monte Morris.
Maybe let me think. I'll say Yeah, I'll still say actually I'll go Monte Morris there, but the same thing stands. I still like Valentine the most, but he's going to be the most popular one.
Yep. Okay, let's do Chicago side. Then Otto Porter out for them. Adam Mukoka questionable. Starters we have Kobe White, Levine, Valentine, Patrick Williams, and Gafford. You said you like Kobe White Cash, one of your two guys there for FanDuel. What are your thoughts on the Bulls today?
Yeah, so I said he was one of my three guys. I'm deciding between Luca, Lamelo, and Kobe White. But yeah, obviously Lauri Markkinen is out today. That's big news. This is a matchup against the Wizards, so we always like to target the Wizards whenever we can. Like I said when I went over the Wizards, this is the high total game. So the Bulls here are implied to score 120. They're kind of injured with Markkinen, Porter, and Carter out, so we got to take advantage of some of these price tags, some of this value. I'll start on FanDuel. I like Zach LaVine there a lot. He's 8.8K. I like him a lot on DK as well, but like when I answered that question, we have Beal for 100 more. I prefer Beal obviously with Westbrook out. If you want to pair them together, I have no problems with that. I'm currently not doing that just because I'm kind of trying to jam in Luca, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll land on a Levine and Beal build later on in the day. Um, and then as for some value on this team, both sites, I'll start with Denzel Valentine. He's 4-4 on FanDuel, 4-8 on DK. He started last game. I expect him to start again today. They might pull something funny and start Garrett Temple. If that happens, I'll go with Temple instead of Denzel Valentine. But as of now, I expect Valentine to start, so I have a lot of interest in him. He's one of my favorite value plays. He always chucks the ball. He shot 17 times last time in his first start of the season. He played 36 minutes, 32 fantasy points. So he's always been good point per minute wise for us. So I have a lot of interest in him on both sides. Patrick Williams, another guy who gets a bump here with their bigs being out. He played 33 minutes last game. Obviously, I think did Markkinen go out? No, I think Markkinen went out 2 games ago. But yeah, Patrick Williams has been crushing. Played 33 minutes in his last 3 games, so I have a lot of interest in him for value. He's 4.5K on FanDuel, 5-1 on DK. I'm good with that price tag as well. If you want to land there as sort of a last piece, I have no problems with that. And then Kobe White, the other guy on FanDuel, he's 5.6K, so I don't mind that price tag. Really good matchup against the Wizards, as I keep saying. So if you want to play him there in cash games, don't mind that. Tournaments, I love him as well. I just think he has opportunity for a really high ceiling here. With all the guys that are missing, he kind of becomes the second main scorer behind Zach LaVine. So yeah, I don't mind him. On DK, he's 6.4K, so a little more expensive. I don't think he's going to be too popular there. But I don't mind him in tournaments on DK as well.
Yep. Let's see what we got here. Mike says Opto ATM machine. Definitely VN Jones. Yeah, we got that one. Rondo says Mokoka, always questionable. Shane's asking anywhere I can send you my lineup and you look at it. We're not allowed to do that, right, Chris? Are we?
No, we're not really allowed. But if you have like a question about a few guys, uh, yeah, I can answer those. But yeah, I can't just like it's against the rules for me to like actually look at your lineup and look
What
through it.
which rules, Chris?
The terms of service on FanDuel and DraftKings.
Yeah. So you can't do that, otherwise you risk both accounts, everyone's account. So we gotta stay compliant. Like Chris said, just like if you have a 2v2, 3v3, things like that, we can go over that. Or if you're wondering like about a particular player or like a team to target, we can answer that, but can't do like a full lineup. Ampher says, "What's up, guys? Good to see you in here." Rondo saying Satoransky revenge game.
Yeah, I don't mind Satoransky here. Like you said, 3.9K on FanDuel, DK 4K. Yeah, I definitely don't mind him. Like he's always like pretty good at getting rebounds and assists. He doesn't score too much. He's not a high usage guy, but yeah, I think he's pretty sneaky today. I kind of like that call.
Yeah, sneaky plays. I like those for tournaments. Yeah, next game, Toronto at Memphis. Toronto side first. OG Anunoby still out for them. Beat the Nets without OG. That's amazing. Pat McCaw also out for them. Been out the whole year, I think. Projected starters, we have Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Norm Powell, Siakam, and Baines. Your boy Brandon, all about Norm Powell. Last time I think we said too expensive, sell high. I'm not sure actually. 6.5. What was he last time when we were selling high? Was it the same price?
Yeah, something like that. 6.4.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Is it still a sell high for Norm Powell, or is it like his price now? Like, is this how he's performing? Do you
Yeah,
think it's fair?
I think it's fair because OG's out. He's getting minutes, shooting around 15 times per game. So I definitely think it's fair. Not someone I'm going to play, though. I just think we have much better plays. So I don't really love the Raptors in this spot. Maybe someone like, I don't know, Kyle Lowry. He's the cheapest out of the three on FanDuel, cheapest out of the three main guys on DK as well. But yeah, I don't love any of their spend ups today. Like I keep saying, we have guys like Beal, Levine, Cousins, Oladipo that I'd rather get. So no one here that I'd want to spend up for. The one guy I'll mention is Chris Boucher. He's been kind of back in form recently. 5.9 on FanDuel is a little too expensive for me, but I think 5.4 on DK is a pretty good price tag. I don't mind that one if you want to go there. Obviously, he always has upside in tournaments. His minutes have been up, so I think you can play him in cash games on DK as sort of a last piece for 5.4. Definitely wouldn't do it on FanDuel, but on DK, I don't think I mind it. He's probably the only Raptor I have interest in.
Not even Spicy P?
No, he's just too expensive. Like I said, I'd rather spend it for guys like Beal, Depot, Cousins, Levine, Luca. So yeah, I'm not too interested.
Yeah. I like Spicy P, but yeah, price tag definitely up on Boucher there. Yeah, he looks like he's playing a bit better now, a bit more comfortable. So maybe his last performance, the one before that, maybe bumped up his confidence a bit. He's very matchup dependent though, so I think if it's like a team that plays really big, he's probably going to struggle a bit more. But I think here it's just like Joval is probably the biggest guy for them to worry about here.
Well, we can go over it, but they play pretty big. They always have like Joval, Tillman, Jang on the court, so yeah, they play pretty big.
Okay. Yeah, before we do Memphis here, got some comments here. I think KJ said your NHL comment got me interested through $5 on the optimal. Your comment, Chris. Also says Siakam has been insane. My guy Spicy P tournament play. Yeah, my guy Spicy P as well. Love him. Hasty says it's snowing in Vancouver. Chris, are you seeing this?
I don't see any snow outside my window. You see any snow?
Oh yeah, it is snowing. He's right.
Really?
Yeah, it's either that's snow or it's like snow.
Yeah, it looks like dust.
Yeah,
Looks like dust is falling.
Pollen. Shane's saying opinions on Dylan Brooks as a shooting guard.
Dylan Brooks, I don't know. He chucks, like I think Hasty said it. Dylan Brooks at Chucker. What do we call him here? Dylan Bricks? Yeah, Hasty said Dylan Bricks as well.
Yeah, double
so
rim.
We call him Dylan.
Outdoor.
We call him Dylan Bricks for a reason. If he was shooting on a double rim, he wouldn't make any shots. But I mean, this guy chucks. So if you want to play him in tournaments, well, we could go over the starters here. Did you do that?
No, let me do that. So Memphis side, we have Killian Tilly, Brandon Clark, Melton, McDermott, Sean McDermott, all out for them. Starters, we have Ja Morant, Brooks, Slomo, Kyle Anderson, Gorgie Jeng, and Joe Val. So revenge spot for Jonas Valanciunas there. I might be interested in that narrative. He was definitely he was a fan favorite in Toronto for sure. People were sad when he left. I think we didn't get him back. So, yeah, good revenge narrative there for me. I'm interested in that one. But, yeah, let's get into the Dylan Brooks, Chris.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm looking at his game log, his usage rates. Like, in theory, he should be a decent play here just because his usage rate is so high. He chucks so much. But he's just Dylan Bricks. Like, he doesn't make shots. That's the problem. I wouldn't play him in cash games for sure, but in tournaments, I have some interest there. Just because if his shot is falling, he could definitely get to like 40, 45 fantasy points. So Yeah, definitely have some interest in tournaments for him. Joval, like you said, a little too expensive for me. 6-7 on FanDuel. I don't really see any possibility of him beating Cousins. So I don't love him on FanDuel. On DraftKings, he's even more expensive, 7.2K. I don't mind that. It's a revenge game, sort of like you said. So I'm okay with it. But not my favorite play here, just because center is kind of loaded with Cousins. Don't need to go to Joe Val. Ja Morant is probably the place I have the most interest in here on the Grizzlies. He's 7.2K on FanDuel, 7.5 on DraftKings. Really like that a lot in tournaments. Not landing on him in cash games today just because the minutes have been kind of low. But if he gets unleashed for like 35 minutes, like you saw at the beginning of the year before he got hurt, he definitely has a really high ceiling. Usage rate has kind of been down as well, so don't love to see that. But I definitely think he'll have a breakout game like in the next few games. So you obviously want to play him in tournaments before he has that breakout game, just so you can be there when he's low owned. So I have interest in Ja Morant. He's probably my only guy here, along with Dylan Brooks. If you need someone for 4-7 on FanDuel or 5-3 on TK.
Yeah, buy low. I mean, what is he, like 600 more than Norm Powell?
Yeah, but he's a point guard, so can't really compare them. You would kind of compare him to like LaMelo Ball. He's 600 less than LaMelo. Obviously, if Ja was playing 36 minutes like LaMelo,
Yeah.
he would be in a great spot. But yeah, the concern is with his minutes. Obviously, we just have to kind of get him when we kind of get him before he gets those minutes. Try to land on the game where he's low owned and just plays 36 minutes and crushes.
Yep. Dinda says Boucher ankles knows how to fall. Definitely. I always say that, Chris, but I don't think I've ever heard your thoughts on that. What do you think of that? Yeah, I want to know what you think.
I think I gave my thoughts when you were kind of comparing him to Kristaps. I don't know. Maybe I'll see it today if he ends up in my DraftKings lineup.
Yeah, watch him play. Like he hustles. He's not afraid to like go for blocks where he's gonna fall out of bounds. He doesn't get hurt for a guy that big and lanky and skinny. It's impressive. KJ says, "Hold up, I'm a Surrey guy. Wonder if there's dust out there as well." He says light
Yeah,
dusting. Carlo's asking
there's
how much of a
some.
difference on the min score to cash in the 50/50s and GPP.
It's totally slate dependent. Like if chalk goes off, then the cash line, min cash line is usually higher. Chalk doesn't do too well, then obviously tournament lines are higher. Just depends on the slate. There's not really a cookie cutter answer there.
Yeah, that makes sense. I also like that cookie cutter saying there. That's a good one. VN Jones says missed the snow during this time of the year. 84 degrees. Okay, here.
Yeah,
Back to this
I already bought my ticket to Florida, so I'm on my way to come see you, VN Jones.
Cage is asking, isn't Brandon Clark out? Yeah, he is. I think I
Yeah,
mentioned Clark against Boucher, but yeah, he's out.
yeah. I didn't mention it just because like we have guys in better spots like these Bulls, power forwards like Patrick Williams, obviously Cousins at center. So I'm not too interested in the bigs there. Mostly Jaw.
Yeah. What else we got here? Trigger says he's here. Yeah, he wasn't here. Welcome back, Trigger. What else? Rondo says this is a good one. I think Chel Opto looks nice. 4 Leafs against the Canucks. I would pick 9 players against them if I could.
Yeah, you should play on DK. I think you can play 7 from the same team. So
Yeah.
get on DK, stack it up, stack the first line, the second line of the Leafs. Just jam in players against the Canucks.
Yeah, Trigger says Bricks should be a little more tick with Melton out.
Yeah, I mean, if he hits his shots, he'll crush. But like he's just kind of awful.
Yeah, Vian Jones says, wouldn't the Jovel revenge factor be more in play when playing in Toronto? Yeah, I think in Toronto with like a crowd there, I'd be super interested in him against Toronto
Yeah,
in
but
Toronto.
at the same time, did they give him a ring? Because they traded him away, so maybe he has some ill will towards the Raptors. I don't think they gave him a ring.
I don't think
Did
so,
they?
no.
Yeah, so I think there's some revenge there.
Yeah. What else we got here? KJ says, by the way, unless I did my math wrong, when Steph plays 35 minutes, he averages 53 points.
Yeah, and we got a tight spread there, decent over under. So yeah, Steph is in a good spot again.
Yeah. What else we got here? NHL locked and loaded from Weaver. KJ says, whoa, no Canucks slander. Now we know he's a Surrey boy, Chris.
Yeah, we got to get some Korean barbecue and out in Surrey with KJ.
Yeah, there's some good spots. We can bring out Thomas Bay there too. He knows the spots. Yeah, next game we got here: Minnesota Timberwolves against Dallas Mavericks. Let's do Minnesota side first. Head Juancho, Hernan Gomez questionable still for them. Culliver is out. Karl Anthony Towns is doubtful. That's interesting. D'Lo questionable. Projected starters right now we have Russell, Beasley, Ant-Man, Vanderbilt, and Naz Reid. Do you know anything about the cat return? Like anything there, or is it just still COVID conditioning stuff, or just they're being cautious?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's probably just conditioning stuff. He's doubtful, so I mean, I'd probably say 99% chance he doesn't play here.
Yep. But yeah, who do you like on the Wolves then?
I don't like anyone here. Like 10-point spread. They're obviously the underdogs against the Mavs. They play a really deep rotation. Maybe I don't know. Like obviously, if D'Angelo Russell is out, we'll have interesting guys like Rubio and Malik Beasley. But as of now, Naz Reid is kind of priced up. He's kind of been crushing. You can play him in tournaments. I don't mind that. But like I said, he's the same price as DeMarcus Cousins on FanDuel. So no reason to do that, in my opinion. And then on DraftKings, obviously, you can play two centers. So if you want to play Naz Reid there, no problems with that. Ant Edwards, probably the main guy I have interest in. He's been starting. He's been playing pretty well. So if you want to do that in tournaments, sure, go for it. But for me, I probably don't have too much interest in the Wolves here.
Okay. Got some Canucks chat going on in the live chat here. Dallas side then. James Johnson, questionable for them. Starters, we have Luka Doncic, Richardson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleba, and Kristaps Porzingis. You said you want to jam Luka in today. Is this supposed to be a close game here? Or it's a 10-point spread, I see. Is that any concern for paying up for someone like Luka, or do you think the spread will be, like, if the game goes out of hand, it's because of Luka alone?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I said I don't love too many Timberwolves. Obviously, they're the underdogs here, but the Mavericks, they're the favorites. They're implied to score 118. I think if it's like a 10 to 15 point game going into the fourth, Luka will still get his fourth quarter run, and then obviously if they do have a 10 to 15 point lead, it's most likely going to be because of Luka. So I like Luka a lot in this spot. He's 11-4 on FanDuel, 11K flat on DK. So if you want to play him in cash games, I currently am. I have no problems with that. Really like him. Obviously, we like to target guys against the Timberwolves. So we can do that today with Luka. Kristaps Porzingis, he's kind of priced up now. He's 8-1 on FanDuel, 8-4 on DK. Not too much interest there. Maybe someone like Maxi Kleba. He played 32 minutes last game. He's 4.2K on FanDuel. If you want to go there as a last piece, I don't mind that. Yeah, like I said, he played 32 minutes last game. Got 32 fantasy points as well. It was a good matchup against the Warriors, so you got to take that into account. But like I said, it's a good matchup against the Timberwolves here as well. So I don't mind Kleba as the last piece in cash games for 4-2 on FanDuel. I don't know if I'll land there, but I don't mind it. Last guy I'll mention is Dorian Finney-Smith. He's 3.7K on FanDuel, 4-3 on DK. Same sort of thing as Kleba. If you land there as the last piece, I'm fine with it, but not too much interest in him outside of that last piece situation.
Yep. Got a good comment here from Vian Jones. Says, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Jovel started a game in Toronto last year and poo-pooed the bed.
Yeah, I think he got like 15 fantasy points. Let me just pull it up real quick. Yeah, he got 15.5. So, yeah, I mean, definitely did poo-poo the bed.
Yeah, that's what he did. Shane says Bridges or Keldon Johnson.
Bridges or Keldon Johnson? I'll say Bridges there. We have Chris Paul questionable, and then they're missing Crowder, Payne, Nader. So Bridges has been pretty good recently. I'll say Bridges there.
Yeah, KJ says Gary's definition of good comment is interesting. I don't know. Banana in the tailpipe. Have you heard that one, Chris?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I had to look it up. Beverly Hills Cops, banana in the tailpipe trick. Uh, can't start the car or something. I don't know. Probably Hasty knows that one a bit better. Um, but yeah, don't worry about the Mavs. Never blow out a team unless they play the Clippers without Kawhi 77-27. That was nasty. Sunday game, right? That was a Sunday.
Yeah, I think that was a Sunday game.
Yeah. Rona says anyone playing college basketball tonight, UNC game is postponed.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll get those guys removed.
Yeah, good to know. What else we got? KJ says Maxi Kleba in the optimal right now. Fine with that?
Yeah, like I said, I don't mind him as the last piece. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if that changes if we get any news.
Yep. Turner's asking Luca DraftKings tournaments.
Yeah, I love that.
Yep. Okay. What is there any narrative there? Like, if Luca isn't the guy to make the game go off, like, would you be interested in having a script like that, or is it just the Luca script for tournaments for you?
I mean, on this big of a slate, I don't need to kind of like think of a game script like that. Obviously, it's viable, but I think the most likely outcome is going to be if they blow them out, it's going to be because of Luca.
Yeah. Rhonda says this one's for Gary. In quotations, news headline there, probably from Apple News or something like that. Bitcoin surges after Tesla announces 1.5 billion investment. Your thoughts? Yeah, long time coming. Definitely inevitable there. Lots of money printing with COVID, so I mean it's a smart move there. So those are my thoughts there. Dinwiddie has his own crypto, so does Snoop Dogg. Lols from Hasty. Stadia says Luca 11-4 still in playing tournaments on FanDuel.
Yeah, I mean, like if this game stays close, he's gonna crush. It's the Timberwolves. If it doesn't stay close, he should still be able to get there. This is Luca we're talking about. He's just insane fantasy wise. Yeah, so I'm good with that as well.
Nice. Okay, let's go into the next game. We have the Golden State Warriors against San Antonio Spurs. Golden side first. James Wiseman still out for them. Kevon Looney out and Eric Pascal questionable. Projected starters, we have Steph Curry, Kelly Oubre, Wiggins, Toscano Anderson, and Green. Draymond Green he's been looking pretty good recently. He's been quite productive. Looks like the all-star Draymond Green from a while back. Getting crazy fantasy production without scoring a lot. So do you think he's back, or just a lucky stretch here? Are we going to sell high? Are we still any interest there in tournaments or cash?
I don't know. His price tag is up, so on this slate, I'm not too interested. But I do think he's sort of back. Like Looney and Wiseman are out, so that helps him. He's been playing heavy minutes. Obviously, earlier in the season, he was kind of capped at 30. He played 37 last game, 28 the game before. That was a blowout, and then 36 the game before that. So, I don't know. I'm not playing him in cash games, but in tournaments, I'm fine with it. I think KJ pointed it out last game in the Discord. He was like, "Can we like stop and think about like Draymond has like 37 fantasy points at the half with like 2 real life points, maybe it was 0 real life points." So that was pretty crazy. He was like 35 fantasy points with no real life points. So he had a bunch of steals, blocks, rebounds, assists. So he can get you there in multiple ways. That's the only reason I kind of like him. But I'm not interested in cash games. Like I said, we have guys in the forward slot like Patrick Williams, who I like more. And I don't really want to allocate too much salary towards a guy like Draymond Green on this slate. So not too interested in him. Steph Curry is probably the only guy. Not landing on him in tournaments, but I mean, not landing on him in cash games. Sorry. If you want to play him instead of someone like Luka, I don't mind that. I guess he's more scoring dependent. That's the only problem I see. But If you want to pivot off of Luka, go down to Curry. No problems with that. Curry's 10-1 on FanDuel, 10-3, I believe, on DK. So yeah, I have no problems with that. He's probably he's obviously my favorite play on the Warriors. I'm definitely going to get some shares of him in my tournaments, but probably not too interested in cash games personally.
Yeah. Got some quick comments here. Raptors interested in trading for Drummond. That'd be nice if they get him. I don't know who they're going to give up. Have you heard of that trade, Chris? Rumors say?
Yeah, I did a few like last week or something. Probably yeah, like Rondo said, Boucher, Powell, some picks maybe. I don't know. I don't think he's worth that much. I don't think he's worth Boucher, even straight up. I wouldn't do that if I was the Raptors.
Yeah.
Maybe like Powell and a second round pick, something like that.
Yeah, I would do Powell in second round. Be happy to keep Boucher. Luka or LeBron single entry tournament from Henry, Chris.
Luka or LeBron single entry tournament. I'll side with Luka there.
Yeah. KJ says, yeah, Draymond Green, only player who can get 50 plus with no points player.
Yeah, he almost got five times five. I don't know how to say it. I just know how to read it. 5x5. So when you get five, what is it? Five points in every category. So five steals, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 blocks, 5 whatever I just missed. But
Yeah.
maybe that was confusing. But yeah, he was close to it last game.
City Wizzy says, one last question about Luka on tournaments. If you're playing him, are you running back with a Wolves player?
Not in single entry stuff, but if you're playing MMEs, probably I don't know if you need to on this giant slate. But yeah, you have to see if D'Lo plays. He's probably my favorite run back. If not, if he's out, Beasley, Atman, no problems with either of those guys.
Yeah. Mike Weaver here says, showing your youth boys. I don't know if that was about the banana in the tailpipe comment there. What do you think, Chris?
I mean, it probably was.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that movie, Beverly Hills Cops?
Let me see the cover. Beverly Hills Cop. I think I have.
Yeah. 80s movie or something, isn't it? What is it, 90s?
Yeah, 1990. I think. I don't know. I think I have. Eddie Murphy.
Rondo asking about the snow. Snowing like crazy now, Chris. Is it snowing for you? Crazy?
It's kind of dusty. It looks like dust is falling.
There's a lot of snow actually. That's kind of crazy. Out of nowhere. Let's see. Shane says, haven't won big on FanDuel. Is it possible winning tournaments only putting $3 in?
I mean, I'll be blunt with you. It's very, very unlikely.
Well, yeah, it's hard.
You should probably grind your bankroll up a little with cash games first, and then try to refine your tournament strategy in like the 5 cent tournament, 25-cent tournament. If you're just entering one entry in the big tournament, you probably have little to no chance.
Better to do
winning
single entry tournaments if you're gonna do tournament for one entry.
Yeah, if you just want to do one lineup with your $3, yeah, you could just enter like the $2 and $1 single entry tournaments. That's probably the best bet if you're doing one lineup.
Yeah, the best strategy I think is to have cash games to kind of like absorb or kind of slowly grow your bankroll, and then tournaments. You don't want to lose money playing tournaments because it's kind of there's swings in it, ups and downs. So you want your cash games to kind of absorb that. So I think the most typical recommendation is like 80% of your daily entry fees into cash, 80 or 90%, and then 10-20% into tournaments, depending on your risk. And then obviously on top of that, like you only want to play like 10 to 20% max, probably around 10 of your bankroll each day. So I think that's the split there.
Yeah, but that's if you're running one lineup. Like if you're running one lineup, then you kind of split your. If you're running an optimal lineup, you split like 70% into cash games of that one lineup, then 30% into tournaments, or 80-20, anything around that range.
Yeah, KJ
if you're a tournament if you're a tournament player and not a cash player, then obviously all your lineups are tournament. You don't need to play cash, but it just depends on the strategy.
Yeah, Mike here, not Mike Weaver. Mike says 80-20 is his rule. KJ does 70-30. So yeah, you gotta definitely figure that one out. But yeah, grind out your bankroll, like Chris said. I think that's the best thing to do. Let me just load up the news again here. Give me a second. San Antonio side starters, we have actually wait, I got to do the injuries there. Aldridge out for them. Walker also out. Starters, we have DeJounte Murray, Derek White, DeRozan, Keldon Johnson, and Pirtle. Had some talks here about Keldon Johnson already. Who do you like on the Spurs today, Chris, with no Aldridge?
So if you're playing Steph Curry, I like running it back with someone like DeMar. He's their main guy, obviously. But if you're not playing Steph Curry and you don't need a run back, I kind of like the value guys a little more. So Keldon Johnson, 5.3K on FanDuel. I really like that in tournaments. Probably not for me in cash games, but yeah, in tournaments, really good play. 5.8 on DK for him. Not as interested. And then Rudy Gay is probably the other guy. If you're playing someone as value on this team, he's 4.4 over on DraftKings. He's 4K on FanDuel. Obviously, LaMarcus Aldridge is out. Lonnie Walker is out. So that kind of helps these wing guys a little bit. But yeah, I'm not too interested in the Spurs for the most part. If you're, like I said, if you're playing Curry and you want to run it back, DeMar. If you're not playing Curry and you just want to use one of these guys, I'll go with Keldon or Rudy Gay.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, Keldon's on Mike's list. I don't have him on my list quite yet, but definitely going close to getting on it.
He's on my cash game list. I don't mind him in tournaments, but yeah, I don't want to play him in cash games. He's probably on my cash game list.
Yep. Let me load up the next game here. Cleveland against Phoenix. Where's this? Cleveland side first. Kevin Love still out for them. Starters, we have Darius Garland, Sexton, Coro, Torian Prince, and Drummond. 8-2 today on DraftKings for Drummond, 7-2 FanDuel. I mean, we have obviously Boogie Cousins today. No brainer there. But Drummond for tournaments, 7-2 on FanDuel. He always has the upside with the minutes. Obviously, Jarrett Allen getting there. They kind of eat away at each other's minutes. But, I mean, Drummond sometimes gets, I think his average is 1.5 fantasy points per minute. Sometimes it seems like he can get up to 2. Definitely has the upside. Yeah, what do you think of Drummond today, Chris, with everyone interested on Cousins in tournaments?
I don't mind him. But this game environment is kind of awful. It's the lowest total on the slate at 214.5. They're only implied to score 104. So that's kind of why I'm off most of these guys. Drummond is probably the only guy I'm interested in. Maybe Torian Prince on DraftKings. Yeah, Torian Prince. I mixed Tayshaun and Torian, so I got Torian. But yeah, Torian Prince on DraftKings 4.3. I don't mind that as a last piece. Not my favorite play. I'd rather just play someone else, someone like Patrick Williams, David Nwaba, Sterling Brown for value. So yeah, I'm really not too interested in the Cavs here.
Yep. Let's see. Next up, we got Suns. Over there, we have quite a bit more news. Abdel Nader out for them. Jay Crowder out. Dario Saric out. Campaign out. And Chris Paul questionable there. So that's pretty important if he does miss the game today. Probably change a bit of interest here on the slate, if I had to guess. But projected starters right now, we still have Chris Paul, Booker, Bridges, Kaminsky, and Ayton. I guess let's start with Chris Paul. Chris, what's going on there? And let's, like, if he's in, what do we think of the Suns? And if he's out, what do we think then?
So I don't know. I'm not too interested in these guys. Like I said, it's the low total game, 214.5. If Chris Paul is out, then obviously we can play Booker. We can expect him to have the same kind of role he had last year. He's 7.4K on both sites. I actually really like that in tournaments. Like, obviously, I don't think we're going to know before lock. If we do know, we'll probably know in the next few minutes. We should get the injury report soon. So if we don't know, I like playing Devin Booker in tournaments. If Chris Paul's out, Devin Booker's going to smash. He just has the ball in his hands the whole game. Whenever Chris Paul isn't in, with Chris Paul there, he kind of takes up most of the ball handling duties. So I think Devin Booker's assist rate is down to like 17% this year. It was around like 30 to 35 in the past 2 seasons. So yeah, I really like playing Devin Booker in tournaments, kind of hoping that Chris Paul's out. He has a hamstring injury, so that's always kind of tough. A tough injury. You don't really play through a hamstring injury. So if I had to guess, I would probably say that Chris Paul will be out. So I actually do have a lot of interest in Devin Booker here. Obviously, tournament only for now, just because we don't know the news. Outside of him, I don't think I'm interested in anyone else. Like, if Chris Paul misses, I don't even know who would start at point guard. They might move Devin Booker there. Like maybe Etwan Moore will slot into the 2. Devin Booker will move to the 1, just because campaign is out. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. Maybe Javon Carter will start at point guard. We'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, I think Chris Paul sits, so I have interest in Booker in tournaments.
Robert says Kendall Jenner took the dog out of him. Realized that when I played him the other day and my money was burning. It's a good one.
No, I think Chris Paul took the assists out of him. I think that's the real story.
Yeah.
He says if Paul misses, is Booker a lock? Sorry. Probably. He's only 7'4". Obviously, it's not a great game environment, but I really like Booker if Chris Paul misses.
Yeah. Vian Jones says, Keldon is dead to me. He is on my do not play list with Lemon Pepper Lou.
I think Lemon Pepper Lou is getting traded soon. I think he's on the block.
Oh, really? How old is he?
Probably like 36.
How many more years do you think he has in him as like a good sixth man? Is he a good sixth man this year or not really?
He's only 34. He hasn't been great this year, but I think his game can age well. He's not really reliant on athleticism. He's more of a guy who kind of uses other players' mistakes to his advantage. Sorry. I think he probably has a career like Jamal Crawford, where later on people won't want him just because he can't play defense.
Yeah, makes sense. He says full on blizzard down here. You seen this, Chris?
No, I'm just seeing some light. Looks like dust.
Definitely a full on blizzard out here. Yeah. Let's see. Kidra says 37 people watching, only 19 likes. Yeah, I guess that's on Chris. He needs to push it a bit more. I'll do it for him this time.
Well,
what?
Yeah, tell him what we're doing with the pinned comment.
Yeah. Pin comment there, guys. If we get 30 likes on the video, we'll do a giveaway for our optimizer here. Comes with the projections, ownership and fantasy point projections, every single sport we have here.
Show the
so
sports.
Definitely, let's get to 30, then we can do a giveaway. It's always fun. We do like a spin wheel, so let's do that. And then also, if you just want to get it, you don't want to wait for that, there's a 3-day free trial automatically applied on the monthly, weekly. So check that out. But yeah, for the giveaway, if we do 30, we'll do one giveaway every 5 likes. After that, it's another extra giveaway. So we can do 2 if we get 35, 3 if we do 40, so on and so forth. Yeah, really, really good tool here, guys. Makes your job a lot easier. Don't want to spend all day reading articles. So this kind of condenses all that for you. You also get our Discord community as well. So over there, people can always ask us questions about construction thoughts, all that sort of stuff. Plays, 2v2s, all that stuff. So yeah. Let's see. Got another question here, Chris. Stadia Wizzy says, Booker could be really good pivot from Oladipo. Houston game starts at 7 Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, especially on FanDuel, where you kind of lock in these two shooting guards in Levine and Oladipo. Yeah, like you said, like City was, you said, Oladipo locks right at lock. Levine locks at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So that's 1 hour before the Chris Paul game. So yeah, definitely a good pivot there. I'm probably going to try to get some Devin Booker exposure into my GPP script today.
Yep. What else we get here? Mike says, can't wait for Derrick Rose to come back to my Knicks. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Are they going to start him? I think they should start Rose instead of Peyton. Take Peyton completely out of the rotation and then just keep Quickly as that kind of second unit killer. I don't know.
Yep. Jaw in tournaments from Henry Gold, Chris. Like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like draw a lot in tournaments.
Hasty says best tool in the game. Prince Cash Daily. Just saying. Hasty's a great hype man, guys. Like, shout out to Hasty for that one. Always says that every single day. Espo says shifting to cash games, one lineup across the board.
Yeah, if you're playing cash games, usually just play one lineup. I never split my entries.
Yep. What do you think of splitting entries if you're doing multiple single entry tournaments?
Um, I mean, I don't know, like yeah, if you want to take some stances, but at that point I would do something like a 20 entry max, something like that. I don't know, it's not something I've ever done, so I don't have too many thoughts on it.
Yep. Thought I'd ask. Henry says, is Nawaba viable today? And then we'll get into the next game.
Um, Not really on FanDuel, but on DraftKings 4.1K, I really like him there for value.
Yeah. Okay, next game we have Milwaukee Bucks against Denver Nuggets. This one should be a good one to watch. Just looking at the two teams, probably going to watch this one. If I'm watching a game today, that would be the one I'm watching if I could only watch one. Um, See the news here. Milwaukee side, I don't see anything for them. Starters, projected starters, we have Drew Holiday, Dante DiVincenzo, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Brooke Lopez. Any interest in this game, Chris? Giannis looks to be fairly chalky here on FanDuel, just because of the good game environment here. Competitive, should get a lot of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, if I had to pick between the two, I'm picking Luca. That's my only problem right now. So I'm not landing on too much Giannis. If you want to play him, I'd obviously have no problems with that. I think he's probably going to be the chalky spend up today. I just kind of prefer Luca over him. It's obviously an easier matchup for Luca. Um, if you want to try to get super different, you could play Giannis and stack him with Jokic. Um, I don't know. Outside of Giannis on this team, I usually don't have interest in anyone, so I'll just keep it at Giannis.
Yep. Okay, let's do Denver then. Over there, some news. Did you say something?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Denver side, we got Jamal Murray, Campazzo, questionable for them. Jamal Murray, obviously, big one if he doesn't play. Left knee for him. And then we have Greg Whittington, Gary Harris, and Dozier out for them. Projected starters, we have Murray still playing, Barton, Porter Jr., Millsap, and Jokic. Anyone on the Nuggets that you would like today, Chris?
So if Murray plays, I kind of think he does play here, but Luke, I mean not Luka. Jokic is pretty expensive today. He's 11.6 on FanDuel, 11.1 on DK. I don't mind that in tournaments. Like I said with Giannis, if you want to stack this game up, play both of the studs. I don't think that construction will be too popular. It probably gets you, like, if you do it on FanDuel, it gets you off of Cousins. So you're gonna have a unique lineup there most likely. Um, you can do it on DraftKings as well, but you probably have to fade someone like Beal, Levine. So I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't know. I'm not too high on Jokic here in this spot. Milwaukee's obviously really good defensively. Um, so if Murray's a pretty big guy here to monitor, if he's out, we probably have to jam in Monte Morris if we can. We probably won't know in time though. That's the only problem. But Murray missed the last game. Monte Morris started for him. Monte Morris played 35 minutes, got 30 fantasy points. So obviously he's always a good play when Murray misses. If you want to get some shares of Monte Morris and just kind of hope that Murray's out, I don't mind doing that in tournaments. But the main guy I'm interested here in my cash games comes only on FanDuel. It's Will Barton. He's 4.8K here. Obviously Gary Harris is out. PJ Dozier is out. And then we get the upside if Jamal Murray is out. Barton gets a pretty big bump there if that happens. His minutes have been high in the last 3 games that Gary Harris has missed. He's played at least 36 minutes in all 3. So I like him here for 4.8 in cash games on FanDuel. I think he kind of fits the build, fits the construction with his floor of minutes.
Yeah, I like that upside there if Murray does sit. So it's a good one for tournaments, something like that. Would definitely increase your chances in taking something down if you want to take that stance. Henry Gold says Michael Porter Jr. and tourneys.
MPJ and tourneys. Yeah, definitely. City Wizzy says 5.2K on FanDuel. Yeah, so I mean, we know how good he could be. We know the ceiling he has. He started last game, obviously, as well. Played 34 minutes. Didn't shoot too well, but yeah, this guy has a ton of upside. I definitely have no problems with him in tournaments. I kind of forgot to mention him.
Yep. Hasty says FanDuel CBB locks. We got those in, so yeah, you guys can see those. We also got a comment here. Why should we like it up? Chris owes us a TikTok from Mike Weaver.
I mean, that's like Casey said. TikTok is in production. Yeah, TikTok is in the works. But I mean, we got the promotion going. So if we get 30 likes, obviously we're doing the free weekly pass, even if you're already a member. So
That makes
that's
sense.
that's the
Before we
reason
were
to
doing
currently.
30 likes for the TikTok dance, and now you just don't want to acknowledge that anymore, and you're just giving out these weekly passes just to get off the TikTok talk.
I
I don't
mean,
know
I
what
don't
goes
know.
on behind the scenes for your TikTok. Like it's in the works. I'm not sure what kind of preparations you're doing for that, but I'm excited to
We'll
see
get
it.
it.
Um, let's see. Ampher says if Murray plays, I'm locking him in every time he is questionable in place. He goes off for tournaments.
Yeah, and he always gets up for big games too. So
That's
I
enough.
forgot to mention that as well.
Really?
Yeah, Jamal Murray always gets up for big games. I assume this is a national TV game. Let me just check that real quick.
Wait, gets up for big
See,
games. I was. What about when he's questionable? Does that happen for him?
I don't know about the questionable thing, but it's a big matchup against the Bucks. So I think Jamal Murray gets up for these games. Yeah, NBA TV, like Anfer said. Um, yeah, I definitely don't mind. You can take the route and play Monte Morris in tournaments, or you could take the route and play Jamal Murray, and then swap him obviously if he's out. I definitely don't mind that.
Yeah, Murray seems like a big game hunter. Loves the big games. But yeah, let's go into. Actually, before we do that, Cager says this better be the greatest TikTok ever. I've been waiting a week. Yeah, it'll be good, guys. It's gonna go viral. I think. We won't see hear Chris anymore once he sees that TikTok money. But yeah, next game, Thunder against the Lakers. Thunder side first. Muscala is out for them. Theo Maladin also out. Isaiah Roby out. Horford is in for them. On Muscala, he's a rapper. We had some talk about that in the Discord. Do you like any of his songs, Chris?
Mike Muscala.
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted the thing in the Discord with the video. They kind of did him dirty, honestly. Like they like chopped the video up, all his different raps. They made it offbeat, so they kind of did him dirty there. Yeah, he was awful in that video. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, starters for the Thunder, we have SGA, Hamadou, Diallo, Dort, Baisley, and Horford. Projected starters. What do you think of the Thunder today, Chris?
Um, Obviously we were super interested in them in the past few days when they were missing guys. But this matchup doesn't really do it for me. Like it's against the Lakers, tough matchup here. They're kind of healthy. It's not like they're still missing guys like Roby, Maladone, Muscala, Hill, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't really like anyone here really. We had the same situation when the Lakers played Detroit a few days ago. It was like a 13-point spread. Obviously went into double OT. So I think if you're playing LeBron in tournaments, you can maybe do something like run it back with someone like SGA or Al Horford. But I don't know. For me, I'm not too interested in this team, honestly.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Um, Comments. Someone from Denver should be hitting threes versus the Bucks from Robert.
Someone someone from Denver should be hitting the threes versus the Bucks. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think we talked about it earlier on in the year. They kind of funnel threes. I mean, they funnel the opposing teams to shoot threes. They jam the paint. So yeah, Jamal Murray really good play if he's in tournaments, and then I like Will Barton as well. That helps him too.
Yeah.
and Michael Porter Jr.
Okay. Let's do Lakers then. Over there, we have Anthony Davis out for them, Dudley out, Caruso questionable, James probable, Kostas out. Starters, we have Dennis Schroeder, Caldwell Pope, James Kuzma, and Gasol. Any interest there, Chris?
Yeah, so it's kind of tough. Like, if this was a smaller slate where we didn't have studs, we would jam in LeBron and Kuzma. But LeBron is he's pretty expensive here. He's 10-5 on DraftKings, sorry, 10-8 on FanDuel. I feel like I have other guys I'd rather prioritize, like Beal for much cheaper on DraftKings. On FanDuel we have Levine, we have Oladipo, we have Cousins, we have even Luca. So I'm not really prioritizing them of the Lakers too much here on this slate. Kuzma is someone I can take some shots on in tournaments. He's 4.9K on FanDuel. Don't mind that price tag, but I don't know. We don't even know if he's going to start. They might start Markieff Morris. That's the problem. It's the late game. We won't have the starters in time. So I don't really know. I think this game kind of goes under-owned for how good of a spot it is, but I don't know. I'm not too interested in them. Maybe Taylor Horton Tucker as well. If you're predicting the blowout like Vegas predicts, obviously he's like the blowout king. He gets all the usage there. So don't mind THT. I don't know. I'm not too high on the Lakers here, honestly.
Okay. I think that's it for the slate overview. I think I see some birthday talk there. Belated birthday for KJ, Chris. Happy belated birthday, KJ.
Well, he said he started playing DFS like a week after he turned 18. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I started right when I turned 18 as well. Obviously, that was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Yeah, that's cool to see.
Yeah. Were you waiting to play DFS, or did you just like stumble upon it then? Or were you like waiting to turn 18 to play DFS?
I don't remember. I think I had an account, but you couldn't deposit money if you weren't 18, something like that. I think I was playing the free contest before.
Yeah. Uh, okay, just says, guys, my birthday was 4 months ago.
Yeah, he didn't make it seem like he had a recent birthday. That's why
I
didn't
just
say
saw
anything about
Rondo
it.
saying happy belated. I didn't read through everything. But yeah, time flies when you're having fun from Rondo, and making too much money is what he says. But yeah, let's go. Let's get into the three core plays here, Chris. Start
So
with
we got
FanDuel
news.
before. What?
We got some news that Oladipo is going to play today and rest tomorrow. So that's pretty good news. Just means that he won't be limited today. So yeah, just makes me a little more interested in Oladipo. And
Yeah,
we got their
so
starters. They're starting Oladipo,
House.
House, Tate, Tucker, Cousins. So no Nwaba, no Sterling Brown. So gotta keep an eye out for that. I'm just gonna refresh a few things.
Okay. What else do we have? Should we do another mention for the giveaway, or have we done enough?
Yeah, you could do it. I have to go to the washroom real quick.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll do another mention for the giveaway, guys. I
I
want to do
got
it. I
my
think we've been
headphones
hitting
in,
it
so
more last few.
don't say anything bad.
Huh? Okay, he's back. He'll be back. When we first started doing it, we used to hit it a bit more, but let's try to get to 30. We'll do a giveaway for the optimizer that we're using here. So absolutely free. Only thing we have to do is get to 30 likes, and then every 5 likes after that, we'll do another one. So 35 is 2 giveaways, 43, 45, 4, and then 50 we'll do 4 giveaways plus 1 monthly. So let's try to get to there one day. That'll be fun. We have a nice spin wheel that we use for that, so that's pretty fun. And then if you want to not wait for the giveaway and you're new here, you just want to try our optimizer out, play with our projections, get into our Discord community, you can go to dfscrunch.com. There's a free 3-day trial, automatically applied, no coupon code or anything required. When you check out, create your account there. So you want to try it out without the giveaway, you can do that, and then you can cancel any day before the trial ends and you won't be charged at all. So completely free. The only thing is you need to keep the trial active to keep to have access to the tool. So if you just want to try it out and you don't want to pay, go ahead and do that. Just you have to cancel before the 3rd day, then you can do that fine. But yeah, you also get the Discord community, which is pretty solid. Very helpful, actually. Lots of guys there helping each other out in a lot of other sports. We have some very knowledgeable, sharp players there. So aside from me and Chris here, there's a lot of other guys who are really good as well, helping out with other sports. So definitely check that out. Great community. But yeah, let's do core plays, Chris. FanDuel first. Sorry, not core plays. The three key plays that we do. What do you call that? Three key plays? Three plays of the day?
Yeah, something like that.
I'll think of a name. If anyone has a name, give me a suggestion. But yeah, first one's overall favorite play of the day on FanDuel. Who is that?
I'll say DeMarcus Cousins. Just the free square here.
Yep. And then next one, value play of the day. Who's that?
Value play. Let's go with Denzel Valentine. 4.4K. Really like that price tag. I can make an argument for Patrick Williams as well. It's one of those two guys. Obviously, one's small forward, one's power forward. Yeah, one of those guys. I'll say Valentine.
Okay. And then tournament play. Who do you have?
Tournament play. Let's go with Bradley Beal. No, let's go with someone like Steph Curry here. Yeah, I really like him. This game is projected to be a close one. I think Sadio Wizzy said it earlier. He crushes, or maybe it was KJ. He crushes whenever he plays 35 minutes plus. So really like him in this spot.
Yeah, KJ has the same one there. Let's see. Espo found the thumbs. That's good to hear. Turner says fade Nwaba now.
Yeah, I'm still looking at that. Probably House is right there for what is he? He's 4-4. Nwaba's 4-1, obviously. We also have PJ Tucker for 4K. So I'm probably not too interested in Nwaba and Brown here on DK anymore. I was expecting them to start.
Yeah. I think we got Clement. I think he likes Patrick Williams for his value play, and I think tournament Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, I love Patrick Williams as well.
Okay. Other thing, guys, I forgot to say this actually. If you're not subscribed and you're new here, do that as well. Bottom of the video, hit the bell button, hit all. Every single day we do this show. Even mornings before Super Bowl, Christmas, holidays, any day. We'll do it every single day. So definitely subscribe. Come back here again, get your questions asked, get your slate overview out of the way every single day. Always free, so definitely do that as well. Let's do the same thing here on DraftKings. Chris, overall play of the day, who do you have?
I'll go Bradley Beal here. He's 9K. Just really good option here. Discounted price tag compared to FanDuel and then Westbrook, like Bradley Beal.
Okay, and then value, who do you have?
Value. Let's go with. I kind of want to say. Should I say Valentine again? I don't know. Let me look through this. I don't know. I'll say Danwell House. He's starting. He's 4.4K. I think we just jam him in today.
Okay. Tournament play of the day on DraftKings. Chris, who is your guy?
A guy for tournaments, I'll say Victor Oladipo. He's not really popping that much on DraftKings just because, like I said, we have Beal there. We have Levine as well. He's viable. I mean, Oladipo will be somewhat owned, but I think he might go a little under owned.
Okay. Mike says Nwaba was in the optimal. Now it is House. What do you make of that, Chris?
Yeah, so we got the news that Nwaba isn't starting. We got the news that House is starting. So, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, doesn't this tool just make your job easier as a DFS player? Like, just update it optimal. Don't have to worry about it too much. You just have everything here. You see the updates here as well. You always get like a solid lineup. So super straightforward. Makes it really easy. But yeah, let's do core plays then get into some roster construction thoughts, analysis. First core play on FanDuel. You just gonna say Cousins, or are you gonna save him for later?
We can go with Cousins first. I don't mind that. He's a free square, so yeah, definitely don't mind that one.
Okay, Cousins locked and loaded. Next one, who do you have?
Let's go with. I'll go with both of these Bulls guys, Denzel Valentine and Patrick Williams. I really like both of them here.
Okay, third guy, who do you have?
Patrick Williams as well. So Patrick Williams is the third guy.
Okay, got Williams in there. Is there a fourth guy for you?
Yeah. I have two shooting guards here, Levine and Oladipo. I like them both a lot. I don't want to lock both in just because it'll limit the other shooting guards you got. So I'll just pick Oladipo. He's a little cheaper. Yeah, I love him here.
Okay, is that it then for core plays here?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's hit build, see what we get. Clement's asking, what about Fred VanVleet, Chris? I think he's like 9'2" or something, kind of high, but what do you think of Fred? He's obviously the best player in Toronto right now.
I think Siakam is my favorite player, or like my. I don't know. I think he's the best player in Toronto, but I'm not too interested in Van Vliet here.
I guess
He's
I would say
9'2".
most reliable player.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too interested in him. He's shooting guard. We have Levine here. We have Oladipo. If you want to pivot off of Levine, go to Van Vliet. It's definitely a viable tournament pivot. Not many people will do it just because Levine is in a great spot here. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't mind that, I guess.
Yeah, Mike says tool is money. John Cotter says let's go money making time. Yeah, going over the lineups definitely money making time here as well. But the slate overview is also money making time because that kind of gives you a better picture overall of what's going on and why these guys are popping up here. So both are money making time. But yeah, which ones do you want to go over, Chris?
I don't want to go over two maxi cleavable ones. So let's go over the first one. Let's go over the third one that has Giannis.
Okay, let's expand all. Kobe White, Doncic. Yeah, what do you see here, Chris?
So yeah, I picked one that had Luca, one that had Giannis, just to see the differences. We have LaMelo in both, 7.8K. I like him a lot here. No Graham, so I expect his minutes to be around 36, 38. Really good point per minute guy, so I love LaMelo. Levine and Oladipo, pretty much locks for me. Really good spots for them. Valentine locked him in, obviously. Williams locked him in. Cousins locked him in. So we have a 3v3, Luca, Barton, and Kleba versus Kobe White, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Giannis. I mean, I'm probably the first side here. Like, we get Luca and Maxi in a really good matchup against the Timberwolves, so I don't mind Maxi for 4.2K as sort of the last piece in this lineup. Obviously, I think James Johnson is questionable today, so that helps him a little bit. Then we also get Will Barton, who I think is a little too cheap with what's his name, Gary Harris out, PJ Dozier out. And then we get upside if Jamal Murray misses. Will Barton will be an even better play. So yeah, I like this first lineup a lot more.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Jamal Murray if he sits just like that. That would just be a very, very nice bonus if that does happen, but if not, still a solid play. So I really like the first one a lot more. John Cotter says, kind of like how you said, it sounds like I'm saying Cotter. I like that one.
Yeah, it still does.
Yeah,
You're kind of giving him a Brooklyn accent.
Yeah. Shout out if that's like your real last name. That's pretty cool. Or if that's just on purpose, maybe it is. But yeah, John Cotter says. He says, I was just being positive about the video, not about the specific moment. Yeah, my bad there, but I just wanted to emphasize that it's always money making time here. But yeah, guess you agree with that. KJ says, I think Siakam best player in Toronto too. Yeah, I think he's best player, but I think Freddie is very stable. That's why his name is Steady Freddie. Like he's quite clutch as well for Toronto. So very steady.
I think he's the best. Like, I don't know. They're both. I think they're pretty similar. Honestly, they're not similar play style, but similar, like in terms of their value to the team.
Yeah, I think Freddie's a little bit more clutch. Like hits some bigger shots. But
yeah, he's definitely a better scorer.
Yeah. Yeah, Siakam has that really nice spin move, so I really like that one. But KJ says don't like Kobe White. Zach LaVine is their true point guard.
I don't mind Kobe White on this slate. Like, really good matchup for the Bulls against the Wizards. Um, they're missing Markkanen, Carter, Otto Porter, so Kobe White's kind of the secondary scorer now behind Levine. So I have no problems with Kobe White here.
Yep. Robert says Aaron Baines, huge glue guy.
Yeah, definitely. He is.
Yeah. He says, I think we actually have a comment here. I missed it. Sorry. He says, thoughts on Boucher. No idea what his minutes could be, but 5'9" seems cheap. Yeah, for me, it's matchup dependent for him. So if they're playing like a lot of bigs, I think Nick Nurse doesn't trust him as much. But I think he's had two good games now. So maybe Boucher's confidence back up a bit more. He had a great stretch a while ago, then like a pretty poor stretch recently. So 5'9" could definitely be a good buy low moment for tournaments, in my opinion. Definitely not cash, but tournaments, yeah, I'm interested. 5'9", that's a good price tag for me. I think we have him projected 10% on FanDuel, probably a bit less on DraftKings, around the same. So
Yeah.
yeah, for me, I'm interested in tournaments for sure.
On DraftKings, he's a little cheaper, so it's easier to get him. But I also think that like people have recency bias, so they see that he had that rough stretch of like 10 games. They don't want to play him much for 5'9". Like 5'9" seems expensive for him again. Obviously, he had that stretch where he was averaging like 40.
Yeah,
At that point, if we saw him at 5'9", we would lock him in. So it's kind of a funny situation. I think 5'9", like I personally see 5'9" as too expensive, but definitely, I think he's a pretty good tournament play
yeah.
on
I mean,
FanDuel.
for me, I just see like 5'9". I think it's a good buy low moment in tournaments. I also think if he gets minutes, 5'9" is really cheap for him. The big thing for him is just minutes. Like if he can get minutes, he's a crazy producer. Like he's got that crazy block upside. Like he can get 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in one game if he wants to do that, if he gets the time on the court. So definitely 5'9", he could pay that off easily if he gets the minutes. Let's see what else we got. Boucher is the next best Raptor after Fred VanVleet. I think he'd be so good if he was a bit younger, but he's just a little older. But yeah, let's do DraftKings, Chris. Core plays
Hasty
here. Who's your first one?
Hasty said we got 30 likes. So if you guys want to enter the giveaway, we'll do it after we do this. Type anything in the chat. Type roses. Type red roses. I think Dinda got the red roses comment earlier, so I think Dinda's currently the favorite to win. Obviously, the first person to write red roses usually wins.
Yeah, send an emoji if
Um,
you want as well in the chat. Maybe that's good luck. We don't know. There might be some secret word here, some sort of emoji, some sort of secret combination here that gives you better luck. Speaking about that, like I know in our Discord, anyone who equips the DFS Crunch logo on their FanDuel or DraftKings, they get like plus 50% luck in tournaments. I think we saw that yesterday. A few guys did that, it got better luck. So definitely, definitely some funny stuff going on here. But yeah, core play, Chris. DraftKings first one, Cousins, guessing.
yeah, let's go with DeMarcus Cousins.
Okay. Next up, who do you have?
I'll go Brad Beal here. I mentioned him a lot on DK, only 9K.
Okay. Third guy, who do you have?
Third guy, let's go with Denzel Valentine for 4.8K.
Okay. Fourth guy.
Let's go with Luca here for 11K. Obviously, he has triple double upside every game. That fits DraftKings scoring really well. So I like Luca a lot today.
Okay, and then fifth guy.
That's it.
Okay, let's hit build, see what we get here. Yeah, we're getting some people are trying to guess the secret combination. I see some Canucks, tulips, crunch logo, money bag emoji. What's Clemens, Chris?
I tornado, something like that.
Hasty says, "Take me out of today's drawing, please." Maybe that's the lucky combination.
Yeah, we'll just get everyone starting from Ant for. So we have Ant for City of Wizzy, Alex, KJ, Robert, Mike, and Clement for now. If you want to enter, obviously type something. I have the Storm. Yeah,
I
I
just
like that one. That's what Clement put.
yeah. But which ones do you like here, Chris? Which ones do you want to go over on DraftKings? I see Boucher in the second one, so I love that one. But yeah,
Yeah, let's look at these first two. One has Nawaba still, one has House. And then obviously there's another difference there with Boucher and White, but the same similarities here are Luca, Beal, we locked them both. Patrick Williams, like him a lot for 5.1K, so I didn't lock him, but I really like him here in the spot. Cousins, we locked him. Denzel, I think we locked him as well. Sterling Brown coming off the bench, but still 3.5K. They're missing John Wall, missing Eric Gordon, so Sterling Brown off the bench should be fine for this price tag. Kind of gets that second unit usage. And then we have the 2v2 of House and Derek White versus David Nwaba and Chris Boucher. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm the first side all day just because we got House. We got news that House is starting. Derek White, I don't mind him. He's 5.1K. He feels a little safer than Boucher. Uh, really good game environment for him. 232.5 point total in the game against the Warriors. Tight spread, 1.5 favoring the Spurs here. Lonnie Walker is out today, so that bumps Derek White a bit. I expect him to get the start here. So yeah, I like the first side here for sure.
yep. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna regret it when Boucher drops 50, but no, I'm kidding. But yeah, first one's probably safer, but I like Boucher. So, but I'm not playing cash on DraftKings, so disclaimer there as well. But tournaments Boucher for me. But yeah, I think that's it for this segment here. On to the giveaway, I believe now. Let me just load that up. I think this is the list I have right now of people. If you're missing here and you want to participate, just say anything at all. We can add you in. I think we have 11 people here now.
Who's Mark ineligible? And take Hasty off.
Wait, sorry, what?
Who is Mark ineligible? The top guy.
Oh, I'm not sure. I got him. Not sure.
And then get Hasty out of there.
Okay. Got
Henry
Henry
Gold.
in here. What else we got?
I think that's it. I'm interested to see who what the winning combination was.
Yep. KJ says I'm winning this. I already know I'm from the future. Let's see about that.
With the Canucks comment.
Okay, let's just run this list, Chris. 11.
Yeah, let's run it.
Okay, are we doing one today? Just one? 30, 31, yeah, just one. Okay. This is tense.
Drum roll. Oh my, Mike Weaver.
Maybe KJ meant he won, like, maybe he went too far into the future. Maybe he won, like, next week's or something.
Maybe tomorrow's.
Yeah, maybe.
I think KJ's still a member with his original. I think he won like last week. I have it on my phone, but yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats to Mike Weaver.
Yes. Red Roses didn't work today. Combination was something else. What did Weaver? What was his combination?
Is Weaver even here anymore? He just said, I don't know if Weaver wants this. He didn't enter. Let's wait a few minutes, see if Weaver's here, and then I don't know. If he's not here, we got to roll it again, right?
Yeah, we do. That's the role we've been doing always. If you're not here.
Yeah. So let's wait a minute or two. If he doesn't say anything, we'll re-roll with the same list.
Maybe KJ really is from the future, and he knew Weaver wasn't here, and he still wins.
Maybe we'll see in a few more minutes.
Should we put a countdown?
Yeah, let's put like a minute countdown. Do we have Charlie on the list? Let's add Charlie for the next roll if Weaver doesn't respond. Do we have any news that we could talk about? No, nothing.
We got some weather. I think it stopped snowing now.
Pretty sunny.
Got some sun now, so no more snow. Yeah, 36 seconds for Mike Weaver.
Add Charlie to the list. Oh,
Charlie.
Weaver's here
Oh my god.
with 25 seconds to spare.
Oh my god. What was he waiting
Weaver, you
for? The
want
clock to strike one almost. Like,
it? Yeah, he was waiting for the end. Just for everyone else. He wanted the suspense.
he just loves suspense. Suspense guy. But yeah, just message me in the Discord, Mike, and then I can extend your current subscription. And then, oh, I thought that was a timer. That is a timer. Yeah, just message me in the Discord, and then I'll extend that for you, or just like refund a week difference from prior billing cycle. So just do that, and then I'll do that for you. Also, just give me your email as well, just so I can quickly search it up in PayPal or Stripe. Yeah, he says, sorry, getting my mind right, building my next championship.
Weaver's been taking some stuff down recently. I think he took NHL down that one night and MMA another night. Maybe
Yeah.
NBA tonight. Tonight's the night for NBA for
Yeah,
Mike
we got
Weaver.
the summer. We got this one here. Nice one.
Yeah, this was MMA, I think.
Yeah, he's been killing it. Yeah, this one was crazy. Like cruncher. Like, that's nice.
Yes,
Crunchers.
of course.
Huh?
That's very nice.
Yeah. Mike Weaver says it's all opto. I don't know shit. Nah, come on. It's a bit of both. It's a good starting point, and then you do your own thing as well on top of that. But I mean, yeah, I guess here this one might have been our default one because you guys all tied here, except for Espo over here. I think he sent a message. He's like, am I doing something wrong? Like, everyone here seems to be cashing. But yeah. Let's see.
We got a few questions. Amfer says, any love for Schroeder in tournaments on DraftKings? I have no problems with Schroeder here today. He's 5'7", decent price tag. Obviously, 80 is out, so he gets a bit of a bump. No problems with him. And then we got one more question from VN Jones. He says, Juan Toscano Anderson or House? I'll say House there. Just feel a little more comfortable with Danwell House.
Yep. Okay. I think that's it for today's content. Anything you want to say about the news that we're going to watch out for leading up to lock and maybe after lock, just things that'll kind of dramatically change the outlook of the slate, Chris?
Yeah, so I forgot I said Devin Booker. I would put him as my tournament play for both sites. I forgot I said that. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that Chris Paul news. That's a big one. Jamal Murray news. Obviously, they're both questionable right now. If they're out, some of the other guys on their teams will get bumps. D'Angelo Russell news. He's also questionable. Not as important for me, but yeah, definitely the Chris Paul and Jamal Murray news is something to keep an eye out for.
Okay. I think that's it then, guys. Thanks for tuning in. As always, appreciate all the chat here. It makes it a lot of fun. If you're not subscribed, you're new here and you enjoyed it today, be sure to do that. Hit the bell button, hit all every single day. We'll do the show weekends, early shows, holidays, before the Super Bowl. Always doing it every single day. So if you like the format, be sure to subscribe. Also, if you haven't, you missed liking the video, do that as well. Helps people find our content, makes it more fun, grows the community here. So definitely do that as well. And then we'll be back at it again tomorrow, of course. But I meant the giveaway. We'll be doing the giveaway again tomorrow. So if you want to try out winning that, come back tomorrow. Also, if you just want to try it out without the giveaway, you like what you saw, you like the lineups, our projections, our optimizer. We don't get to show off the optimizer for tournaments, all the extra settings, all the bells and whistles every show, but there's quite a lot. Like, it's pretty solid for tournaments as well, really solid actually. So get yourself a 3-day free trial if you're new here, automatically applied, no code required. So definitely do that, guys. For the trial, if you want to cancel before the 3rd day, more than welcome to do that. If you can't afford it or whatever it is, you just want to try it for free. Just cancel on the 2nd day. As long as your trial is active, you have access. But if you don't want to pay at the end, you can just cancel, no problem at all. But yeah, With that said, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, we'll be in the Discord answering more questions, updating cores if there's anything like that, answering 2v2s, 3v3s, any stuff like that. And good luck today, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow.